Well, like it or not, Zack Snyder, we have officially left the dark, gritty thing when it comes to comic book movies. I'm pretty sure that's kinda over. Scott Derrickson directs Doctor Strange. Doctor Strange tells the story of Dr. Stephen Strange, a highly skilled and wealthy surgeon living in New York City. He injures his hands in a car crash, a pretty brutal car crash and very specific injury to the car crash, and so he spends his entire fortune seeking out a cure. Along his journey to find a cure to fix his hands, he encounters all sorts of mysterious things. Astral planes and time bending and manipulation and chakras, the multiverse, accessing dark energy, alternate timelines, parallel timelines. The whole movie is very, very strange. Benedict Cumberbatch portrays Doctor Strange, and he does an exceptionally good job. What's not to like about Benedict Cumberbatch? I really like him in everything that I've seen him in, and he fit this role quite well. I am not a Doctor Strange comic book fan. I don't really know the comics hardly at all. I'm not familiar with them, but I was very surprised, particularly at how much humor he brought to the role. I don't know if they were trying to go the Tony Stark route, but Benedict Cumberbatch did a great job of being his own thing. He didn't feel like any other Marvel protagonist that we had seen thus far. Tilda Swinton portrays the Ancient One. Chiwetel Ejiofor portrays Carl Mordeau. I believe he's supposed to be Baron Mordeau from the comics. And Rachel McAdams plays Dr. Christine Palmer, Doctor Strange's love interest for the film. The scope of this film was enormous, and I would say this film is one of the more ambitious Marvel movies. It had very, very little to do with the rest of the movies. It very much stands on its own. It's very much a Guardians of the Galaxy, or even more so independent than a movie like Ant-Man. Okay, we have to set up a whole new character in a whole new world with a whole new supporting cast and a whole new thing for the audience to experience. It's not really linked to the Avengers. Hardly at all. It was really, really quite the task. As I said, the tone of the film was very fun, very funny, very self-aware, very playful. Guardians of the Galaxy was definitely on the nose in terms of, this is a funny superhero movie. Get it? We're funny. Doctor Strange actually was funny. It was very wink, wink, nudge, nudge in places where it's like, how do we explain this? It's magic, come on. And then also there were genuine laughs, especially with Dr. Stephen Strange's interactions with the librarian, Master Wong. A new villain is introduced, one that we have not seen yet in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, adding to that really big scope. In fact, there's kind of multiple villains. They're broadening this world quite a bit. And given all that they had to establish in one movie, I thought it was very well executed. The movie was definitely out there. It was strange. It was otherworldly, but it explained itself, I felt, very well. It used enough science where the nerd in me was entertained. And then it also sort of left it up to you to figure out the stuff that didn't really need to be explained. It was a nice balance between quantum physics and magic, especially in a world where we got Thor very early in the MCU, and we were just sort of told that, oh, to a person that doesn't understand the science behind something, it might seem like magic. This movie, I felt, was a little bit more rooted in science, a little bit more interested in explaining where Doctor Strange gets his powers from, rather than just saying, it's magic, moving on. Overall, guys, I would say definitely see this one in the theater. Support this film. If you liked Guardians of the Galaxy especially, I think you're gonna really like this one. I was kind of, on Guardians, but I did like this movie, and I was mostly on Thor. It's hard to really talk about the films without spoiling too much, so check out my spoiler review. But for non-spoiler, I would say go to your cinema, buy the ticket, see the film. So guys, Doctor Strange. Did you watch the movie? What did you think about this massive expansion of the MCU? Do you think it works? Do you think the world's becoming too bloated? What are your thoughts? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you like this video, and you want to watch me ramble about movies, you can click right there to subscribe. Did a lot of stuff with the hands. It's sort of like Green Lantern-esque, but like way better, because Green Lantern, that falls in the whoops-a-daisy category for Ryan Reynolds. Did you ever watch Green Lantern? It is not good. Hi, Arya. Look at this young princess. The kittens don't come in this room all day long, and then the second we turn the camera and the lights on, they're right here in this area.